Become a NASA astronaut without having to lose any weight, go to pilot school, or ride that spinny thing that makes me puke all over myself. Essentially, in Lunar Lander, the mission is to drive to the moon, pick up some space rocks, then come home again. The game comes in several parts. You first pilot what looks like the Discovery space shuttle in a frankly bizarre launch sequence. There's the famous T- countdown sequence where a bunch of stuff happens and you wonder whether you're supposed to be doing something. Don't worry, you're not. Once the ship is airborne, you need to keep it on the correct course, up, so that you can break gravity's pull before running out of fuel. You need to press a cardinal direction when indicated, or else, I don't know, sky dust gets in the way, I guess, leaving your ship way slower than it should be. Placing it just so in that vast open sky is okay, but anywhere else? I'm no astrophysicist, but surely with 400,000 pounds of thrust behind it, going through a cloud or hitting a bird can't make that much difference. I almost put the game down at this point because it's so convoluted and unnecessary. This is one of those game mechanics that not only adds nothing, but it also actively takes away from your enjoyment. Anyway, once you get into space, you can relax a bit, as the stupid part is over. In each mission there are various phases corresponding to a particular landing site. This might be a crater, a bay, you get the picture. During the only part of the game resembling the arcade version of Lunar Lander, drop your landing module into the particular site, getting bonus points for choosing a more difficult spot, while also avoiding asteroids and crashing into the landscape. Take care as well not to set your craft down too quickly or it'll explode. You get a fuel limit to control the thrusters, but it's much more generous this time. Once successfully landed, you're finally into the main chunk of the game. It's a bit of a tedious affair, but essentially you're traipsing about the surface of the moon waiting for your alarm to start going off. The higher the pitch of this alarm, the closer you are to the space rocks you're looking for. When it's so high as to be almost inaudible, press A or B to dig in the ground. Find 5 pieces before your air runs out, while also avoiding the Wall-E looking aliens that are waltzing around the place. Then return to your lunar module. Repeat this process for each of the landing sites. Each mission has 8 phases and there are 4 missions. This adds up to a good 2 hours of the exact same thing, over and over again. Thankfully, you only have to do that ridiculous launch sequence once. If you manage to get through the whole thing, firstly, what are you doing with your life? But you get the message you have courageously challenged this severe mission and completed the whole course. You have made a great contribution to space development. This achievement will be recorded eternally in the history of mankind. All the human race will show gratitude to your great success. Nah, you'll just be made fun of on The Simpsons, and millions of people will profess that you didn't actually do it, instead having filmed the whole thing on a movie set in Hollywood.